Welcome to MetalVice in 666. I'm your host, Brian, joined with the other host,
Karen.
And for this episode, I had an article I read from Metal Injection about Vimic and their Kickstarter they have coming out. So I wanted to briefly talk about this. Before we started chatting about this, because we've done like 3 or 4 takes of this, you didn't know who Vimic was.
No, I've never heard of that.
And after reading the article, I kind of had a vague memory of knowing about Vimic or hearing about Vimic back in the day, but completely forgetting about them. But in any case, in 2013, after Joey was fired from Slipknot, he went and started a few projects, one of which was Vimic. And they released a few singles, I think, back in like 2016 or something. And then the first album, I believe, Open Your Omen, was supposed to be released in 2019. They had some lineup changes through that time as well. The producer of the album, right before it was released, passed away, and the band got busy, with life and whatnot, and just the album never came out. And then it was in 2021 when Joey passed away?
July 26, 2021.
So the album's sort of been on hiatus and just not around. Like, it's been just not been there. So it's been lost in limbo somewhere. Well, finally, Joey's estate or family got the rights to the album. They've been apparently working on this for years to try to get the rights to the album, to get the rights to release this and whatnot. And they finally have it. And they are starting to put together a Kickstarter to put out there and hopefully, get people on board with this Kickstarter. We'll put links to this article that I'm referencing as well as the Kickstarter in the description of this episode. So the Kickstarter right now doesn't have any tiers that you can back it or anything, but I'm assuming there'll be the different tiers where, $25 gets you a CD, $50 gets you an album, so on and so forth. But none of those are quickly listed yet. But they do have sort of a description of what's going on with this. And once they have that up, it'll probably be updated. But just quickly reading that.
After years of working to secure the rights of the music, the Jordison family estate is releasing Open Your Omen independently to get the album into the hands of the fans that have been asking for it for years. Joey didn't do small anything. Oh, sorry, I read that differently. Joey didn't do anything small. We want to release the album the way he would have wanted, with the designs he was so actively involved with creating for the CD, double LP merch, and with the support of his fans to make the biggest splash we can upon release. We have added personal items of Joey's to help raise the money needed to manufacture and distribute physical product, market the album, and host a night to remember as Vimic reunites to perform an event honoring Joey's legacy. But there's no information yet about that.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, so we might have to be planning a trip to Des Moines.
We might be. Awesome. The first time I read that, I thought it was they sold some of his merch to get this already manufactured, but it sounds like that's going to be one of the tiers.
Yeah.
Is you sign up for the $10,000 tier and you get one of Joey's masks or something.
Yeah, we will not be doing that.
We're not doing that. But then maybe another one is $100 gets you the CD and a ticket to the show.
Yeah, we'll have to see how, what the tiers are. And maybe we'll post on Instagram once it's actually live.
That's really fucking cool. Yeah. I didn't know the live performance. I was just super stoked for...
So you didn't read the whole thing?
No, I was just super stoked for the vinyl itself, getting a vinyl of this. Because I listened to some of the music on Spotify, and it's really fucking good. There's some stuff that, again, it's just sort of meh. It's fine. It's sort of not generic, but it's a metal song, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't stand out. It doesn't necessarily jump out at me after the first listen, because I just re-listened to everything the other day. I don't know if I listened to it in the past, but I just listened to it the other day, basically for the first time. There was something like Simple Skeletons. I think that was one of the singles. There's only 4 songs. That when that one hit, I was like, holy fuck, this is good. I like this. So I don't know. I was super stoked just to get the music, and I was super stoked to get a physical copy of the music. Now knowing there's a show going to happen as well.
Yeah.
More than likely in Des Moines, honestly.
Probably. More than likely it will be.
At Valère. We haven't been to Valère in fucking forever. How sweet would that be to go back to Valère for this?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I think this is something I'm going to keep an eye out for, try to back this as well.
Really cool. Yeah.
I think it's really cool that the family's finally getting the ability to release this album that's been out there in limbo forever. So, I don't know. I completely forgot about Vimic, even if I remembered hearing about Vimic.
Yeah, I don't remember ever hearing about Vimic. So when you brought it up to me, I think the first time we tried to record this, which was 7 minutes ago, what you were like, do you know what Vimic is? I'm like, no, what is that? Is it like a band? Like, I had no clue.
I'm super fucking stoked for this. I'm happy that, like I said, I'm happy the family got the rights to finally put this music out there.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I'm going to stay tuned for the Kickstarter. Hopefully other people are. According to the Kickstarter right now, it sounds like there's almost 1,000, just over 1,000 people following it as now. And the article just came out literally yesterday. So I don't know, by the time this comes up, maybe there'll be more info on the Kickstarter and what sort of tiers there and the pricing and whatnot. I think this is something I'm going to back to get a vinyl.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see what other sort of tiers they come with. But if you like Joey, you like Slipknot, definitely something to check out and think about doing. But a really cool sort of thing that, you know, the album might have been lost forever, but hey, here we are. Sounds like we're going to get it, which is fucking awesome.
Well, it's cool that they're keeping Joey's dreams alive as well. I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm literally just hearing about this right now. So I just think it's really cool that not you, I think it's cool that his family and estate, or the people that are in his estate are like keeping his music alive. So,
and like last year we went to Knotfest, Iowa, and they were out handing out free Joey t-shirts.
Yep.
We should have grabbed 2. They asked if I wanted one. I'm like, no, it's fine. Give it to somebody else. They probably gave them all out and whatnot.
Yeah, I think I saw a post on the Instagram that they had like 1,000 to give out. So I mean, you could have gotten
really?
one. Yeah.
That's not that many.
It's not very many, but I mean, you could have gotten one. But now, I mean,
I'm kind of glad I didn't. So give it to other people.
Yeah,
like we only need one.
Yeah, we don't need 2 shirts.
But that was a really cool thing they did as well. You know, keep Joey's memory alive, keep his art alive.
Yeah.
So this is them keeping his art alive, therefore keeping him alive and bringing joy to the world still today. You know, after his death. So this is fucking awesome. I'm really stoked for this. And
it was really cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to back this. I don't know what the prices are going to be and whatnot, but it's definitely something I'm going to try to back, even if it's just like an MP3 version of it or whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
But also having a show to celebrate him and the band, like that's fucking awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, if you're interested, definitely click the links in the description for the Kickstarter as well as the article, The Metal Injection, where I found out about this, and help support this or support the music you like. Find the bands you like, support them by buying their merch, buying their music, going to their shows, support the music you love to keep that art alive. And I don't know, maybe we'll see you out there at the next show. Maybe see you at this show if we're lucky enough.
Bye.